Good morning, students. Today we are going to start question number 5 of exercise 8.2 chapter quadrilateral. In this question we are going to use the converse of the midpoint theorem. See what is the question. In the question, ABCD is a parallelogram. E and F are the midpoints of the side AB and CD respectively. You have to prove that AF and EC trisect the diagonal BD. BD is a diagonal. You have to prove that this EC and AF trisects it. What does that mean? You have to prove that DP is equals to PQ is equals to QB. They all are the three parts and they all are equal. So first of all, if I can take this triangle, in this triangle I will prove DP is equals to PQ, and in this triangle ABP I will prove DP is equals to QB. So I can say that the all three parts are equal. For that I need to prove that PF is parallel to QC, and I need to prove that AP is parallel to EQ, or I need to prove it AECF a parallelogram. Now how to prove that AECF a parallelogram? This will be my first step. From that I will reach up to this, that this is parallel to this and this is parallel to this. Then I can move to our proof. So first of all, ABCD is a parallelogram. We know that, which implies that AB is parallel to CD. Since AB is parallel to CD, their subparts are also parallel. That is AE and FC. AE and FC are parallel to each other, right? Now we know that these are parallel. This is a parallelogram. So AB is also equals to DC. So which implies that their halves are also equal. We know that E and F are the midpoints. We need CF and AE. We don't need DF and AE. We need these two parallel. So I can write it as AE and this as CF. So AE and CF are equal. AE and CF are parallel. So which implies that AECF is a parallelogram. So now we know that AECF is a parallelogram, which implies that AF and EC are equal and parallel. AF is parallel to EC. What it implies? Their subparts are also parallel. That means PF and QC are parallel. PF and QC are parallel, and AP and EQ are parallel. So in triangle, now we will take DQC. F is the midpoint of DC, already given in the question. We have proved PF parallel to QC, proved above. So by the converse of the midpoint theorem, we can say that P is the midpoint of this DQ only. So which implies that DP is equals to PQ. Now in triangle ABQ, ABP, ABP. So E is the midpoint, and we have already proved EQ is parallel to AP, or we can say that AP is parallel to EQ. E is the midpoint, AP parallel to EQ. We have already proved because it is a big parallelogram and the subparts are also parallel. So therefore by the converse of the midpoint, Q is the midpoint of BP. This Q is the midpoint of this BP, which implies that PQ is equals to QB. So BP is equals to PQ, PQ is equals to QB. So therefore all three are equal. So DB is been divided into three equal parts by these two line segments. Now in the question number 6, show that the line joining the midpoints of the opposite sides of the quadrilateral bisect each other. We have to prove that PR and QS, which are the midpoints of the quadrilateral ABCD, when they will be joined, they will bisect each other. That means we have to prove that PR and QS will bisect each other, and if we will join these midpoints, we will get a parallelogram, as we have already proved in so many questions. Let's see how we can prove that PQRS is a parallelogram. There it is already given that PQR and S are the midpoints of these sides of the quadrilaterals ABCD, BC, and DA respectively. So first of all, we will take any triangle like ADC I have taken. Here I have written R and S are the midpoints of AD and DC. So DC and AD, so RS is parallel to AC by the midpoint theorem. So RS is half of AC also. Now similarly in triangle ABC, PQ, P and Q are the midpoint. So therefore PQ will be parallel to AC by the midpoint theorem, and PQ is half of AC by the midpoint theorem. So from this equation number 1 and from equation number 2, I can say that RS is equals to PQ, RS parallel to PQ. Since I have proved that PQRS is a parallelogram and PR and QS are the diagonals of the parallelogram, and we know that the diagonals of the parallelogram always bisect each other. This we want to prove in question number 6. Now we will do question number 7. In the question number 7, we have a figure ABCD. We have to draw this figure which is right angled at C. So a line through the midpoint M of the hypotenuse. So AB is the hypotenuse, M is the midpoint of hypotenuse. It's already given AM is equals to MB. A line drawn from M and parallel to BC. So you have to draw a line, this MD, which is joining AC at point D. It is parallel to BC. It is already given MD is parallel to BC. Intersect AC at D. So this is the point D where it is meeting AC. Fine. So now we have to show that D is the midpoint of AC in the first part. We have to show D is the midpoint. If we will take ACB triangle, M is the midpoint and we know that MD is parallel to BC, already given in the question. So by the converse of midpoint theorem, D is the midpoint of AC, which implies that DC is equals to DA. So now in the second part, we want to prove that MD is perpendicular to AC. So if I will prove that this as a 90-degree angle, I can say that this is perpendicular on AC. Now we know that MD is parallel to BC. DC is a transversal. So my this angle and this angle are equal because they are corresponding angles. They are corresponding angles. They are equal, ACB and ADM, right? So it is already given that ACB angle is 90 degree. It's given in the question. It is a right angle triangle. So therefore my ADM also will be of 90 degree. Therefore MD will be parallel to my AC. Now we want to prove that CM is equals to half of AC. How I can prove that? We have to take again the congruence criteria. So let's take which two triangles. You can say that we have to prove that CM is half of this AB. So we have to take these two small triangles, CDM and ADM, right? Or AMD or CMD. So in this triangle, DMDM is common. AD is equals to CD. We have already proved that D is the midpoint. So CD is in the first part. So CD is equals to AD. And angle ADM is equals to angle CDM because this is 90 degrees. So this is also of 90 degree because DM is perpendicular on AC. So therefore triangle AMD is congruent to triangle CMD by which criteria? You can say that side angle side, not RHS, because hypotenuse are not equal. So by CPCT, I can say that CM is equals to AM by CPCT. Now I know that M is the midpoint of AB, so AM is the half of AB. AM is the half of AB since I have proved that CM is equals to M. So can I put here CM in place of AM? Yes. So we have proved now CM is equals to half of AB. With this, our chapter 8 is finished. Thank you. Have a nice day.